Welcome back to Journal of the Scots. This is a Dots Extra Dots series update. So it has been a year and a half that the Dots have been out, which is really surprising. And I would say the majority of them came out late 2020, and then basically 2021 is a really big push for Lego in the Dots world, and kind of giving us Series 3, 4, and 5, and now January 1, boom, we now have Series 6. So we will cover that in another video, but I have collected all of them and I set them up in these base plates here for you. So it's series 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, again, these started off, they released series 1 and 2, I believe in spring of 2020. So they've been around just over a year and a half. Many of them have been retired for quite a while. They seem to be like not lasting for more than like 6 months, and they're basically retired. Even like Series 4 seemed to just be like available for only a few short months. And as you can see, they kind of took some chances in that particular one. So let's take a look at these each. So Series 1, there was 16 printed tiles, 4 wedges, and then one of the really neat things was this focus sparkly translucent piece, and that was really nice. I mean, I actually used it in a couple mocks, and it's already worked out really well. I really like that piece. You get a couple really nice pieces, anywhere from like that lime green to the uh, dark turquoise and pink, and then the dark, or excuse me, yeah, it's dark purple, that particular piece. And I do like, this, there are a couple of really nice printed tiles on these. You've got the dog bone, which eluded me. That diamond is nice to get. The heart, the skull, really all of them. These are very charm-like, that you could kind of do some fun things with. I also do like that you get some of the fruit. That was pretty a nice little inclusion for Series 1. Then they went for a little bit more of a square. Well, one thing I would say is that the printing is a little suspect on some of these printed tiles. I kind of wish they would do away with the printed tiles, to be honest, or limited them a little bit. So this one they went with very blocky. I would say it's very inspirational saying. So like, hey, dream big, you rock. Like different stuff I could see some builders using. Not very good in the Star Wars universe that I'm in. They did have a couple wedges, and introduced that like dark kind of a gold piece. The coral, they did some circulars here, and this is a nice transparent. It almost have like a pearl look to it, so it's not, completely. I don't know if you can kind of catch the light hitting it right there. And of course, a blue circular, which was nice to get. Then they went a little purpley on us, pink and purple, very much, um, very built for charms. There we go. Is that? See if we can get this to focus. The big highlight here is this. Really, if you look at it, it's different. It's got some texturing here. And then there's the star piece, so you can do some really neat things. And then I really like the coloring on the wedges. And of course, kind of rounding it out with a pink circular tile. Then Series 4, whoa, they went a little nuts. There was 20 collectible tiles, so it took me 5 or 6 bags to get this. The really, really neat thing about this is that there's 5 different wedges, which are all really great and some nice colors. I really like getting purple, black you can use for a lot of different things. That coral was really nice to get. And what I really, really liked are these. They're called double curved wedges, or excuse me, double curve one bys. And then they randomly threw in some wedges. Some of these, I forget they're curved one by plates, or not plate, but tiles. And then you had there's circulars, there's a couple squares. So it was a really, one of the things you had to do was to get a bunch of these so that you could get one of these in a significant quantity. Then I would say this is probably one of the more useful. You do have a fire, you have a heart. I'm not sure what this even really is. I think it's just really, they're different eye patterns, so you could kind of use this as somebody squinting their eyes. A lot of really cool features you could use to enhance your brickheads in different ways. These are just kind of fun little dog mouths, very cute. So ultimately, really impressed with this. I was shocked at how fast this one discontinued out, or at least is kind of getting wiped out. So check your targets in your Walmarts. There might be some deals to be had for this one. I highly recommend getting as many as you can on a deal. Then last but not least is Series 5. I think this one, the prints are just like stellar. I mean, some of them are a little cartoony, like the pencil and the +1 and the pound sign and peace sign, but I do think the prints are very vibrant and really solid. I love the avocado. That's a really nice inclusion. The wireless, which is kind of fun. And then that flamingo is really, really cool. Like I could see somebody putting that on their wall as kind of a decoration in really any setting. And they did a really nice job with some nice wedge colors. The dark purple again. And then the highlight of this is getting those glow in the dark circular tiles. So I'm glad to have a bunch of those. That's really going to help me out if I ever want something to glow in the dark. So overall, that's kind of where we're at with the different series. I haven't collected the different wristbands and all the different. There's a lot to collect in Dots. Dots is really an extensive collection. One thing I did get, and if you've seen my hauls, I did get recently the designer kit. Put that there. Here we go. So I just got the Lego Dots Designer Kit 41938. The creative designer. One thing, it has those letter pieces right over here. Those are pretty amazing. Has a lot of nice tiling, and there's a lot. Well, as I kind of adjust the camera, it's got a ton going on. As you can see from the picture, you can just do a ton of different things. Hoping to maybe hang something on the wall behind me. At some point, there's a little bit of room in that wall over there. So it should be fun to do some playing around with these tiles, see what I can create and design. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next Dots and Pick a Brick Wall video.